When I first started house hunting, I felt like I knew exactly what I wanted in my first home. I mean, to a T. But then after touring all these homes and putting in offers, I feel like everything has completely changed.
You know plenty, you know what I'm talking about, cause you just get me, yeah, you so pretty.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know this is a different type of video. I typically don't film in the car, but today I wanted to kind of bring a different video. Update, still haven't found a house. Still am, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I've been looking, but I just don't see anything that I like. And I'm off of work, it's summer break, and I'm trying to be very proactive, but my realtor hasn't really sent me any houses that I like, and I also haven't seen any that I like. I did see one house that was potentially a house that I would be interested in. It was in my cousin's neighborhood, newly built. It was probably built in 2023. However, the house is in foreclosure, and it's a whole thing with that house, honey. So I was able to find the person who lived in the house. I was going to write them a letter because sometimes they say if you connect with them and write a letter, it kind of helps. But then when I found out she was going into foreclosure, it's not even her decision. Anyways, yeah, no. So today, I'm looking at my phone because I have all my notes on here. I'm going to put this stuff on the screen that y'all can see because I'm screen recording off of my phone. But as you tell by the title, this is basically just talking about what I want in my house. When I first started house hunting, I felt like I knew exactly what I wanted in my first home. I mean, to a T. But then after touring all these homes and putting in offers, I feel like everything has completely changed. Everything has completely changed. So what I thought I wanted was a white kitchen, gold fixtures, a modern, maybe a farm's to house style, fancy backsplash, move in perfect, just ready. Put in my offer, I'm ready to go. Instagram worthy spaces. Me being a content creator, I need great lighting. I wanted stuff that just looked very aesthetically pleasing to me and also to my viewers, because that's just what matters to me. Don't get me wrong, I still do like these things, but they're no longer deal breakers because some of these things I could do myself. Like gold fixtures, okay, Soraya, you could go ahead and buy you some of these and put them on. Well, not me, but have somebody do it because I'm not the handy woman. But I feel like I'm going to become handy because sometimes you don't have to hire somebody to do everything. You know what I mean? All right. Another thing that matters to me more now is a safe neighborhood. I plan to be in this house for the next couple of years. So really, I would say probably the next 4 to 5 years. And then, flip it or use it as an investment property more so. So I want this to be in a safe neighborhood because I do want to have kids by that time. Who knows what God brings to me. So another thing that's very important to me would be natural light. I want some natural light in my house that I don't have to have all the lights on and for it to be good lighting. So I do want to make sure that the house I'm looking at is an open floor plan. It has nice lighting. That's very important to me. As I said, me being a content creator, I need my videos to look great. Now the kitchen layout, that was initially important to me. I wanted an island in the kitchen, like a cute little island. I'm going to post a picture right here. But I realized that with some kitchens, if it's a big enough kitchen and an open floor plan, I could easily get an island built in. So it doesn't have to have the island right away. Something that's also important to me is a nice kitchen with a nice layout, a very open layout, nice sized pantry. I like to cook and I like things to look aesthetically pleasing. Like, I wanted white cabinets like these, but a lot of people have like these brown cabinets, and I don't think I really like the brown. Yes, I could change those out, but I would really like if it came with the cabinets I like already, Another thing, backyard. The backyard is important to me. Initially, it was not super important to me, but it is starting to become very important to me because I said I want to be here for a few years, and I want to kind of make sure, how can I say this? I want it to be spacious enough that I can build something back there. I do want a fire pit. I do want like a deck, a patio. I want all those things, but I do want to be able to host things back there. I'm not really big on hosting, but I do want to get into that. We're going to talk about storage. Storage is very important to me. So I want my closet to be a decent size. One house that I did tour had grand old closets in every room. So those are things I'm looking for. I would love a walk-in pantry, a big, it doesn't have to be super big, but big enough. If it can't be a walk-in pantry, just a decent sized pantry. Closets, I would like them to all be a decent size, especially the one in my master bedroom. I need space, honey. Laundry room, I kind of would prefer my laundry room to be on the main floor, but I know in a lot of the recent builds, they are starting to put them on the second floor. I just don't really like it on the second floor because God forbid there is a leak or something. It's now going to mess up, you know, the ceiling, and I don't really want that. However, I've seen some nice ones. I don't know, 50-50. I'm really 50-50 on that one. If the house is nice enough, I'll settle for my laundry room being on the second floor. If the house is not nice enough and the laundry room is on the second floor, no thank you. Garage. Let's talk about the garage. I need a 2-car garage. At first, I wanted the one that had like this, you know, when one side can go up, the other side can go up is 2, and it has something in the middle like a column. I thought I wanted that, but I don't think I want that one now. I think I just want one where that's not, I don't know. I think I just want one that is one garage that opens at the same time, because it's not hard for you to kind of squeeze your car in between that column that's built in there, if that makes sense. My current must-haves, non-negotiables for me, remember I'm looking on my phone for my notes. Safe area. It has to be a safe area. The minimum amount of bedrooms that I'm willing to have is 3 bedrooms. Minimum. I'll do 3 to 4, okay? It doesn't have to be 5, but 3 to 4, I would like 3 to 4 bed. 2 bathrooms, 2.5. I would like 3. You know how some people turn their half bathroom downstairs by where people usually can use it without having to go upstairs into a full bathroom? I would love if they had something like that already established for me. I would, like I said, natural light is a non-negotiable for me. The backyard side is a non-negotiable for me now. I kind of would love for it to be move-in ready, but it may not be move-in ready, so it's fine. I really want this to all happen by August, y'all. Today is June the 11th. By August, I really would like to have found a house, signed, you know, had an accepted offer, getting ready for the school year, because this is perfect time for me to kind of get stuff done. My last non-negotiable is for it to be within my budget. If y'all know, this market is crazy. This economy is crazy. I need everything to be right where it needs to be, because bills are heavy. They are heavy, okay? So those are my non-negotiables right now. Things that I feel like is nice to have would be, I'm not really sold on a fireplace. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I need a fireplace. It's not that serious for me. Walk-in closet. I told y'all I need that. I need that closet space. I really do. And a patio. If they don't have a patio, I'm fine with building one later down the line. Everything does not have to be done at one time. However, I do want it to be a covered patio, because I want to be able to still sit out there if it's raining. Yeah. Okay. Updated flooring. I do not want any old flooring. I'm fine with getting the floors done myself if the price is right. But if y'all gonna charge me an arm and a leg, you might as well have these floors done too, and a paint job. And based off some houses, I'm fine with doing my own paint job if it's right for the price. You hear me? So now I'm going to show you guys a Zillow reaction, like how I would look on Zillow, houses I would consider, houses I would skip. This is how I know, just so y'all can see what I've been looking at. All right, so starting with house number 1, if you can see this price, it's $304,900. At first, I wouldn't have toured a house like this, only because of the price. I'm trying to stay under $300,000 because it's my first home. As you can see, I wouldn't have toured a house like this because I was very picky. If you can see right here, this tub has it's a jet tub. I don't like a jet tub because I think about all the people who have showered in there and how like dirty it is and all the dead skin. Ugh. But the sizes of the room weren't bad, as you can see. Double vanity. It was a nice size, and it had something like the master suite here. It had a seating area, somewhere I could sit down. The backyard was nice. I liked it. You see, the floor plan is nice. I thought this was nice. It looked like it had a double walk-in closet. Y'all see it? It looks nice to me. But then I started to realize, when I looked up the address, y'all, it was so far. This is another house I looked at. This is another house I looked at. It is called, here. I would not have toured a house like this. It gives me too much of a townhouse feel. But it had a nice island. Do you see what I'm saying? It has a nice island. You can change the lighting because the lighting is kind of yellow. But it had a nice size island. Had a little loft area upstairs. It's not bad, you know. There goes those jet tubs again. I don't like that. Double vanity. But some of the rooms were small. And then I want to know, like, this is nice. Do y'all see the backyard? It's a covered patio. I thought this was nice. But I don't know. I want to know what's going on. And this is a 3-bed, 3-bath. And I told y'all I'm not really interested in that. And the neighborhood looks nice, as you can see. Beautiful, right? But at first I wouldn't have toured houses like this because I didn't like stuff. I didn't like when it looked like this. Another house that I liked, the house I was telling y'all that was going under foreclosure. Beautiful house. Island already there. Backyard. Everything's tea, right? Beautiful. She's beautiful. I would have not toured this house before when I first started because it was not in my budget. But now that I know what I know, you see how this house was cut $50,000? Sometimes you never know. Sometimes just go look at it and then put offers in. Like, you can take an offer back if you don't like it, y'all. So I just been looking at houses to see. Some of these houses are in the bad area of Atlanta. If you know, you know. Like, this house is nice, y'all. I just didn't like this wall right here in the kitchen. So certain things for me, I feel like I deserve it. It's my first house. You know? So those are things that's how I kind of look at Zillow. I kind of just go through Zillow and be like, okay, do you like this? If you like this, then what are you going to do? And I really try to envision myself in these houses. And sometimes it just doesn't happen how I plan for it to happen. So, y'all, the process is still processing. Either way, God has his hand on this process and it's all going to work itself out. It is never meant to be on my time. It is always on God's time. And that's just how I look at it. So, with that being said, I may not have found the house yet, but I do feel closer to knowing exactly what I'm looking for and what God has prepared for me. And honestly, that's progress too. I feel like, you know, initially I was just very sad all the time I would get a no or that they accept another offer. But now I feel like my mind has grown and I know that what is for me will always be for me. So, like I said, the search continues. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. I thought this would be a nice little sit-down video so I can get an idea of what I'm looking for when y'all do see me go tour these houses. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay tuned to all the House Hunting Diary episodes and more to come, because this channel is just not about house hunting. It is just the era I am in right now. So I look forward to you guys becoming a part of the family. And if you have anything to say, make sure y'all comment. I love talking to y'all. I love interacting with you guys. Make sure you follow me on all social media at Soraya Danae. And if you have an idea of what I should call y'all, let me know. Yeah. All right. See y'all in the next video. Bye.